Experience is really the name of the game. When you're top draft pick in the NBA, that goes to a bad team. This is the time that you use to not really work out the kinks in your game, find out what you do well, and find ways to improve not only throughout that season, but going on for the rest of your career. And for Jalen Green and Cade Cunningham, the two top picks in this past NBA draft, that is what they did in this 2019 season. And boy, did they start out rough. Both of them horrible shooting splits, and a lot of the great things that they showed in college, or in Jalen Green's case, the G League, really only had small flashes, but really no consistency. But throughout the season, they both got a lot better. They learned from their mistakes, and they slowly started to show the promise that made them top picks in the NBA draft. And this video specifically is focused on Jalen Green, and boy, did he take a jump this season or throughout the year. So let's talk about why I think Jalen Green is on his way to become one of the NBA's not only next great scorers, but the next great shooting guard in the NBA. Let's go. Before I get started, hi, I'm Afabi. I've been making content for the past about year and a half, and we've been picking up a lot of traction lately. So if you like the basketball community and you like the NBA, I have a lot of stuff planned for this offseason, and I don't want you to miss a bit of it. And even right now, it says that a lot of you guys that watch my videos aren't even subscribed, nearly 95% of y'all. So if you guys don't want to miss a video, please hit that subscribe button. I'd love to have you back here. Let's get into this. So, going into his rookie year, Jalen Green was the second pick in the NBA draft, and what got him that honor was an elite level of athleticism, extremely good shot-making ability, and a lot of potential to improve in a lot of ways to be a great NBA player and potentially an all-star and all-NBA player at some point in his career. But throughout the first couple months of the season, it really didn't look too much. His three-point shot looked non-existent. His finishing at the rim, even with all that athleticism, really just wasn't there, making very bad decisions, taking a lot of bad shots. Didn't really look like he could read a defense to save his life, to make great passes. He was getting bullied on defense a lot, and with his slight frame, he just really wasn't making an impact on the floor at all. If anything, he was a net negative more than anybody else on the Houston Rockets, to the point where a lot of people considered him the worst starter in the NBA. And little by little, the word bust started creeping into a lot of people's vocabulary when you talk about Jalen Green. Keep in mind that this is the first half of this man's rookie year. Like, we haven't seen a rookie struggle in the first half of the year before, especially a guard who has this slight of a frame and is looked to be a perimeter scorer. But again, throughout the first half of his rookie season, Jalen Green was also pretty injured. Took a couple games off because of a hamstring injury. But after that, or I say after the All-Star break, there was just an extreme jump in his game. Even before then, coming after his hamstring injury in January, Jalen Green showed an even more level of understanding the NBA game. While his shooting splits didn't go up, he showed a lot more effort on defense. His shot selection was a little better. He could pick out his teammates a little bit more in the pass while passing in the pick and roll. And then little by little, as he got more playing time, his numbers started to creep. And in the second half of the season, Jalen Green averaged 22 points per game, 3.8 rebounds, 3.2 assists, steal a game on 47% shooting, and 39% from three. Some really elite numbers for what people considered a bust just from the first half of the season. But it wasn't even just the numbers that went up in the efficiency. Overall, he looked like he was a better passer. In the pick and roll, he was finding his teammates a lot better. He was making a lot of good swing passes. On defense, while again, he does have a wiry frame, and I don't think you'll ever see him be an extremely great two-way player in this league, he was showing a lot of effort on that end, and he was using his athleticism as a plus while defending a lot of guys in this league. And he's not extremely long, but overall, he was a plus defender on the court while he was there in the second half of the year. And again, since his rookie year, while he did have an elite second half of his season, and I would say he's probably the best rookie in the second half of the year, he really didn't play that well the entire year to win Rookie of the Year, since guys like Evan Mobley, Scotty Barnes were truly elite for a majority of this season. But there's truly no denying that Jalen Green was a true elite player in this league in the second half of this season. And while the Rockets didn't win much this year, Jalen Green just had a lot of bright spots, from shooting 68% in the restricted area to improving to 39% from three in just his rookie year. He showed that he can not only make outside shots, but use athleticism pretty effectively to finish at the rim. And while it is in between game from outside the restricted area and the paint, all the way to before the three-point line, does need some work. He doesn't take too many shots there, and he's definitely not efficient from there. That's a place that he can definitely improve. Overall, he's just shown a lot of promise, and finishing at the rim and shooting threes is just the majority of the way people score in this league as of right now, and Jalen Green has shown that he's very much elite at both of those things. Now going into his second season, I really think he's looking to not only improve as a playmaker, but improve his shot profile a little bit more, maybe mix in a lot of those in between area games so that it opens up his game overall in a lot more places, and also improve on the defensive end and get a little bit stronger so that people at the 2 guard position or the 3 sometimes that he has to guard can't bully him as much, and that can also help with him going to the rim, absorbing contact, and being a better finisher around there along with his elite level of athleticism. And also the Houston Rockets having another top pick in this NBA draft, and them also really being willing to move Christian Wood and shopping him in trade talks, and the draft pick probably being Paolo Banchero. This team not only has a bright future with a lot of its young players, but Jalen Green will fully have the reins and the keys to this franchise, and I do think he'll do well with a lot of that responsibility. And you can also be sure that he won't be doing this alone. You have somebody like Kevin Porter Jr. that's only 22 and has shown a lot of promise in his NBA career and had a great resurgence after the poor start he had to this season. You have somebody on this team like Josh Christopher that's also just as young, has been familiar with Jalen Green for the majority of their life. They played in high school, they play well off each other, and Josh Christopher has shown a great ability to finish at the rim, has great athleticism, and if he's able to improve that outside shot, he can definitely be a nice little piece for this team. Also, Alperen Sengun, if he's able to improve that outside shot, he can be a great stretch forward, but he has an amazing ability to finish around the rim. He's an underrated defender in my opinion, and he's overall just another good piece for this team. You have older guys like Christian Wood and Eric Gordon that is on the trade market that can definitely bring a lot of pieces or draft picks to this team. And this team will not only just be getting better and better throughout the year, but they have the young pieces to truly be a masterclass team in another 3 years in this league. So in my opinion, it's not just Jalen Green that has a bright future. This entire Houston Rockets team has a bright future, but they all fall behind one man up front that's shown the most potential to be that guy on this team, and that is Jalen Green. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Do you think Jalen Green can truly be that guy and the next great shooting guard in this league? Do you think the second half of the season is more attributed to the Houston Rockets being bad and him just having all the reins overall to this entire roster and do what he wants to, even with the efficiency he's able to do it with? Do you think he'll improve a lot more and be able to become an all-star next year? Let me know what you guys think. But with that being said, this is FLB. That's my time, and I'm out. Now, if you made it this far, I really appreciate you guys, and I love if you hit that subscribe button, the like button. It lets me know you guys love for me. And again, it really does help this channel grow. And if you like this video, here are 2 videos that I think you'll definitely like. One of them is talking about Nikola Jokic and why I feel like the NBA media is really disrespecting him. And the other one is talking about why I feel like we need to redefine the word bust. With that being said, this FLB, that's my time, and I'm out.